And you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you a deferred adjudication. This is a great deal. You know, if you can complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, which is really important, you know. But you need to understand that you give up nearly every right known to man by entering into this agreement. And if you complete it successfully, like I said, you don't end up with a conviction, but if you do something to violate this agreement, we issue a warrant for your arrest. Shh. We put you in custody, bring you back out, determine if you violated it. And if you did, you're looking at an entire year in jail. You understand? To complete it successfully, you must do a thinking for a change. You must also do an anger management class. You must also do a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess further conditions, you must fulfill them. No threatening, harassing, or abusive contact with the Derek Michael Waters and Miss Mendoza. Do you understand? Like I said, if you violate this, we issue a warrant for your arrest, and then you're looking at a lot of time in jail. I'll make you a deal. If you do well, you get all your classes done. If you're nice to everybody, we can perhaps take you off in half the time. It could be done in 6 months if you get everything done quick, and most of all, be nice to everybody. Which thinking for a change did you want?
Sort of the standard one, that's all the paper for the ever change, whatever the standard course is.
So I guess just do the smaller one. Yeah. It's a big deal because there's the long thinking for change, which is 4 months, and then there's the smaller one. So we're not asking much. You also understand there's no weapons and you cannot consume alcohol or illegal drugs as well.
This was.
How old are you, man?
How old are you, Judge?
How old
are you?
19.
Okay. Did you graduate from high school? Did you graduate from high school? Okay.
No, sir. Yes, sir, to the judge.
So what are you going to do with yourself? What are you
Ma'am,
going to do with yourself? Shh. You're 19. You didn't graduate from high school. Where are you going?
I'm trying to go for it. I've been working right now. I'm in a motion of getting my GED.
I'd like to make that a condition as well. Please. Guys, if you're okay with that.
Yeah, we're okay with that.
That's probably one of the most important things here. You cannot go through life without having your GED. You will make pennies to when anybody else is making $1. It's a proven fact. You have to have at least a high school education. You have to know something in this life. Knowledge is power. Don't rely on a man. That man may never be there in the future for you. And if you don't have a skill, if you don't have a trade, if you don't have a career, you'll be penniless and life sucks without money. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what I'm going to do is within 3 weeks, we want to see that she signed up for a GED class. I'd like to keep it here, or I'd like to keep it close so that we can like seriously monitor her. I'm going to monitor you myself because I want to make sure that you're at least getting your GED.
Yes,
It's
sir.
extremely important. Do you understand, Ms. Torres?
Yes, sir.
I will waive all your costs for everything that I can. It's never about money. It's about you doing what you say you're going to do and staying out of trouble. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, once you are in with us, that you're signing a contract with us. And I'm going to tell you now, I will hold you to this until you get your GED. And if you start playing with us, you start toying with us, we can amend it, put you in, take you back out until you take us seriously. No dope, no alcohol, get your GED. If you ever have a question, if you ever have an issue, all you have to do is tell us. And here, you have to be able to talk with us, tell us what's going on if there's ever a problem. If you just take off and you blow us off, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. You will end up going to jail. And I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to hold you to this until, at a minimum, you get your GED. You understand? How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Sorry?
How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I will withhold that for a year. Get it done. Make us proud. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Judge.
Hi, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
How are you?
Not bad. You have a good weekend?
Yeah, not bad. You know,
Excellent.
it's sorry. What about you? Are you going anywhere?
Huh?
Are you going anywhere? Are you gonna do anything?
No. It occurred to me last week that without my wife, I have to buy Christmas gifts for everyone. And for some reason, that just did not kick in until last week. And so I have gifts for the
You know,
kids.
the good thing is that Amazon is there for you. They
Well,
will always be there for you.
yes, and there is some Amazoning going on. I'm adding some stuff to some lists. But then I started doing like leather working last couple of years. So like, man, I was like, all right, belts. Everyone's getting a belt.
Come on, man.
Well,
For a kid, a belt?
not for a kid. No, for the adults.
Oh.
So I make a belt. My kid can help, and I can take a picture of him helping. Right. So when I give it to grandpa, it's handmade. A little 6-year-old helping the belt.
I like to spoil your kid. Next time he comes here, I'm gonna shower him with candy.
As long as candy's fine. As long as it's not any loud toys, I don't care. Yeah. For today, I've got one, which is a Miss Morales.
Alice.
She's required in person. I've got a note from my assistant. The phone's disconnected. I was hoping we could reset her week so I could try it Friday.
700 days old, man.
Well,
Let me
I
see how many times she's taken off.
don't necessarily think that I'll be successful. I'd like to give it a second shot.
How long do you want?
Well, I would say a week, but we're getting into Christmas. So I guess the week between
Okay.
Christmas and New Year's.
So, let's do this. SFBF to the 24th.
Okay, to Christmas Eve?
Did you hear that? Bottom of page 19. SFBF to the 24th.
19 and 20 for which day?
Christmas Eve.
We're closed on the 24th and the 25th.
Really?
I was about to ask that. Although I thought we
I'm
were,
not going to be on the 23rd. That's why. Okay, so SFBF, are we here 26?
Yes.
Okay, SFBF to 26.
thank you, Judge.
Okay, so for Mr. Powell, we found the order for the jail release. It's e-filed, I believe it's in your queue, if you could sign that. And also if you could grant a pretrial bond.
Yes.
And then second, third, when do you want to put him on docket?
Tomorrow. So he gets released tomorrow. So we just roll it to tomorrow, and then he should be getting out at 2, and hopefully
Do
there'll
you
be
want to bring him
someone.
up tomorrow?
No.
No,
We don't bring him up because then they're not going to release him. So, do we set for tomorrow or the following day? So don't bring him up.
It's a release instructions. He's gonna get out tomorrow. They want the next court date.
Oh, they still release some kind of release instructions.
The releasing, it would be about 2 PM. I don't see a point in bringing him up for the morning docket if we could put him on Wednesday and then I can just verify.
Sure.
All right, thanks, Judge.
No problems with it. All right, so we're back, Mr. Curry. So the agreement that you have worked out is 3 days in jail on the theft, where you're facing up to 6 months and or a $2,000 fine. Credit for you said 2?
If that's what the.
Yeah, it's 2 days in jail, credit for the 2 days that you've done. Mr. Curry, you need to understand, at some point, they're going to hit you with a felony if you continue to pick up these cases. Do you understand? Then you're facing years instead of days. As part of the agreement, they're going to dismiss the criminal trespass. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you cannot take this away. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense, sir?
Yes.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to it, and good luck to you, sir. Thanks. Hi.
I should have paid it, okay, the time, okay.
Yeah.
I
I think
spoke
so.
with her just about how y'all do it with numbers differently in here, so I apologize for my confusion.
It's okay. I just, if there is, usually it's, I guess. Thanks. Hi, counsel. Come on in. Good morning.
I'm here for Mr. Earl. We're taking a plea.
Are you ready on your own?
I'm sorry.
Has he signed everything?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm ready when you are. Come up, Mr. Earl. What are we doing on Mr. Earl?
I'm sorry. Plea for, this is second race.
Mr. Earl, you're charged with racing on a highway. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 1 day in jail, credit for the 1 day that you've done. This is now a conviction on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Do you know that last week we had someone come in here with the same type of case and their car had been seized and taken? It was what was it, I think it was like a $70,000 car, $80,000 car that they had taken, seized, gone. You now are on notice. 610, 59, tollway, that's not the right place. There are proper places in Houston, but don't endanger my county. Do you understand? I promise you, dude. Hey, Stephen, what was that car that they seized? A Hellcat? Isn't that what it was? Imagine.
I have a charge of seized as well.
You know what I mean? Really, it's not hard. If you get the itch, find another place. Not on my highways. You understand? The other thing you need to understand is that from now on, what we're doing today, you're now facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. Minimum 30 days. Do you understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, that's it. It will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense, sir? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. Send it to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you, sir. Take care. Yes, sir. Do you want a little bit more time to see if you can get it? Like a week?
You want to do it? Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yes, sir.
It's getting up,
We
but
can do that, that would be wonderful.
it's just a matter of getting the rest. That's really funny.
I've listened to the body cam so many times, trying to listen, try to make it louder, but I can't understand it through.
Okay, set it a week and then hopefully it's enough.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Okay, guys.
And then Judge, I also have Kevin Halbert was just appointed to, he wanted to keep Williams bail hearing and then the other
Sure,
weeks.
of course.
40?
And I also have a motion to substitute and Group was on this case.
Got it. Is this Halbert? Okay, let me see.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay, I guess, does Halbert have anything else open? Or is it just that one
It's
case?
just that one case.
Let me see. Put it there. I'm surprised he's still in.
Yeah, it's set for $1,000. We could do a PR bond. That'd be.
No, I mean, he's been gone for that. I mean, I'm, willing to work with you. Let's give it some time. If he's still in there, like, we'll talk.
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
I'll do like a shorter reset.
Whatever he wants. Just a shorter one for sure. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Good morning. How you doing? Pretty good. How are you? So, well, the last name was with a V, right? Vessel, right. All right. So Ms. Vessel, you're here for several reasons. It looks like you've picked up 2 cases with us. You've picked up a criminal mischief, failure to identify oneself as a fugitive from justice. So on that one, you're facing up to a year. On the mischief, you're facing up to 6 months. But you also, it looks like, have a fugitive case. It looks like.
For 2 counts of simple robbery.
Is that how you understand it? So wanted out of East Baton Rouge for 2 counts of simple robbery. Are you waiving formal extradition on those 2 cases?
All I know is I want to do the 14-day thing.
Then you must waive.
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Now, has she made bond on the new cases or no?
She has not made bond on the criminal mischief and the
So
failure.
here's the kicker. You've not made bond on those cases. So essentially, that 14 days is told, meaning it's put on hold until you either take care of these cases or you make bond on those cases. Do you understand? So I guess, and are you appointed on those other 2 cases as well? So the lucky thing is that you're in this court with those 2 cases, so perhaps you guys can, but we'll put the waiver in file. So as soon as all that's taken care of, the 14 days will kick in. All right? I'll have him explain it to you.
Okay, so
Just like what I explained earlier, is that these 2 local cases are going to prevent you from being transported. And until these cases are either resolved or you postpone, they wouldn't be able to transport you because you still have a local.
so I wouldn't be able to get a PR bond on these 2 cases.
Even if you get a PR bond on these 2 cases, you would still be stuck in custody on your fugitive case. Unless you posted a bond on your fugitive case as well.
What you mean?
So
Oh, until the
even
14
if,
days or?
yeah, even if.
14 days is just kind of stopped.
Right.
until you take care of the two new cases.
I mean,
Once you take care of those two new cases, by either two ways, you either dispose of it by pleading guilty or you postpone those cases. If one of those two things happen, then the 14 days starts running for East Baton Rouge to come get you.
can I get credit for time served on you during
I'll
this?
talk to the prosecutor.
He'll talk to you about that. I can't talk to you about that now, but he can talk to you about it.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So we need her please to sign.
She can't sign it here. I'll bring it.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. All
Thank you,
right.
Judge.
Good luck, Ms. Vessel.
I did for a week, but I was gonna see if we could reset for this Friday, because I'm gonna be.
I have a different case.
Okay.
I have Omar Saeed, and
Oh, where's Mr. Omar
he's
Saeed?
in custody, Judge. We haven't
Okay.
brought out.
I'm surprised we got him today. I didn't think he was going to be here.
He's back there, Judge.
So he picked up a new case, right?
Yes, Judge. He told me he lives by himself here in Houston. Try to see if we can get a personal bond on him. He does have family here in Houston, his mother and he has some cousins. He says he has some medical problems,
Please.
including something he described as a brain coma.
A brain coma?
That's what he described. I asked him what that was, and he described it as a brain coma, that sometimes his brain.
Let's talk to him and find out.
Judge does tell the officers that he thought someone was shooting at him and a voice inside his head told him to break the window. And there was a connector, it's not a connected AFM, it's a separate AFM. And it was like the mental health diversion program had been offered to him in the form of a PTI. So I do
That
think,
sucks. So does this derail that?
I don't know, Judge. I feel like,
Take your time. There's no rush.
yeah,
Speak with them. Is it still Brad Morris that's over there?
let me see, it
Yes.
will input that.
Were you representing on the first one, right?
Yeah.
So you were going to do the mental health PTI. Now, I don't know with this new case if that kind of takes it off the table or not.
That's what I was asking about. I'm not sure.
I
if they're
think it
gonna
is
keep that
more.
PTI.
So speak to them and see whether they're
Keep that
okay.
on file, just to.
And then,
Like with this criminal mischief, there,
well, hold on. I want him to hear about this.
yes,
Just-
okay.
Let's wait
And this is the first setting for him on the,
on the new one.
I think, no, just kidding, it's the second, but I don't think he showed up for the other one.
Oh, no, it's the first one, the couple cause docket with the magistrate.
That was, so it's the first time he's here, Judge, so you may want to arraign him.
Said,
Good morning, Judge.
how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing great. So you were on bond for an assault case, and now you've picked up a new case. You've picked up a criminal mischief. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. So Mr. Sims was appointed to represent you on the assault. He's now also going to represent you on the criminal mischief. I have no idea what happened. So we're going to do probable cause real quick because I want to see what happened, and then we'll go from there. Okay?
Yes, Judge. On December 12th, 2024, the officer was dispatched to an apartment complex regarding a disturbance. Upon arrival, the officer met with the complainant, the property manager, who stated she was working inside the leasing office when she received a call from a resident stating there was a man breaking windows inside the apartment complex. The complainant stated she left immediately and saw the defendant walk up to a unit and smash the front window with a closed fist and elbow. The complainant stated the defendant then walked into his apartment, a next door unit, and the complainant stated she recognized the defendant and has had multiple issues with him in the past. The complainant stated both the front windows of the two next door units were destroyed and each window would cost $1,000 to fix, so a total of $2,000.
So I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. You know, we gave you a PR bond. All we asked you to do is not get in trouble, and now you've picked up a new case.
Sir, I have an illness. I kind of had my house got broken into.
Look, I don't want to talk about the case because we've got a bunch of DAs here, and then whatever you say, they can use against you. But what we can do now is I don't know how to go forward with this. You know, all I know is that we've asked you not to pick up a new case, and you've picked up a new case. And all I want, Mr. Said, is I want my county safe. That's it. And I don't know how to go forward. So perhaps we get a TRAS done to see how we go forward. In the interim, let's see what the state says about, you know, your lawyer had worked out a great offer for you on the first case where it was going to be a mental health diversion program where if you get a little help, they were going to dismiss the case. I don't know how we're going to go forward now because of this new case. We need a little bit of time to figure out how we're going to go forward though. So I know you want to get out, but
I'm gonna get help.
I don't know how comfortable I feel giving you another PR bond. We gave you one, and here we are again. If I give you another one, what's going to happen? It's a rhetorical question. I don't want you to answer, but that's what I'm thinking now. If I give you another PR bond, what's going to happen? Who do you have here in your life that's here to help you?
My father, mother, sister.
Okay, so what I'd like to do is this, is that I'd like to get in, perhaps Mr. Sims can get in touch with your family to see how best we also go forward. You know, I don't know who you're living with. I don't know whether they're able to, you know,
He lives by himself in his own apartment.
yeah, I still would like to reach out to your family to see how we go forward. The other thing is this, is that normally when we have cases like this, I forbid you from going back to the apartment complex.
That's what I was gonna put you on, Judge. I will need to speak to the leasing officer. I don't know if they will still want him. I don't know if they're planning to evict him because the 2 units that he caused damage to were in the apartment complex that he lives in. So I don't know how.
And I'll tell you, I don't know.
Do you want me to step out and?
No. I mean, because nothing's going to happen right now anyway. So I guess reach out to them, see what their feelings are on the matter. Now, we're not going to take a long time to do this, Mr. Said, but I don't know how to go forward, and we need to figure it out the best way for you so that we don't want this to happen again. And we don't want something even more catastrophic to happen. So I'm going to ask Mr. Sims to reach out to your family. We'll also see about getting you with a TRAS to see how we also go forward with this as well. And then with the state to see if they're still okay with the mental health PTI. Okay. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that it's going to take a couple days to get this done. Okay.
I don't think I have a lot of health problems. One of them.
I'll let you talk with Mr. Sims, and he can tell you, he can tell me what and how to go forward. Okay. But I don't want you to say anything now because, like I said, I don't want you to get in further trouble. Okay. I wanted to bring you out to let you know the roadmap and how we're going to go forward. Okay.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Judge.
Thank you. Hi. Hi.
I have a plea and then some other resets. The first plea is, Mr. Brown.
Brown.
Brown, yes.
Come up, Mr. Brown. Morning, Mr. Brown. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. Second offense, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 180 days in jail to be probated for 12 months. You need to understand that even though they are reducing this to a first, that's still 2 DWIs now on your record. What happens on the next one? What happens?
Prison. I go to jail.
Not jail.
Prison.
Right. Minimum of 2 years, a maximum of 10 years in prison. And I'm going to tell you now, if an officer pulls you over, the only thing they look at is your record and how you look. You got that smell, even the funkiest smell, don't matter. You understand? So if I were you, I would never get in a car, even if you've had a sip of alcohol, because it's a humongous risk. Financial as well, because this is not going to be cheap for you. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal so once you accept this agreement. There's no turning back. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
As part of this agreement, you will do a DWI repeat offender education program. Two victim impact panels. You will also do what's called a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. They could say, supportive outpatient treatment. It may say intensive outpatient treatment, whatever it is. You must fulfill those conditions as well. No breath test refusal. So if you're pulled over in a car and an officer asks you to submit a breath sample, you must do it. No drugs, alcohol, guardian interlock. you have any children?
Yes, sir.
Okay, one of the things is 40 hours of community service. I think that probably a parenting class would be better than just mindless work. If you guys are okay with it.
Yes.
Um, So is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above in this case? Okay. So a couple things. Don't drink alcohol. If you don't have a license, don't drive. You are now on this probation and we expect you to fulfill it. If you don't, there are serious, serious consequences. One of the other things is that there is a surcharge on your license that you're going to be required to pay. It's a $4,500 surcharge. You will get 2 years to pay it, but you have to do it. Do you understand? DWI is big business in Harris County. And it will actually in Texas. I tell you, if it continues, one of two things happen. You're going to be broke or you're going to end up in prison. One button on your phone, $50, wherever you want to go. You know what I mean? I hope that you get it now before it becomes too late. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, send you to it. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Brenner.
Yeah, the year. I have to suspend your license. I'm going to do it for a year. Just, if you do well throughout the probation, come back and we can talk about a license. But you got to be in compliance, do well, and above all, just don't drink. All right? Okay. Good luck. Yeah, in 2 years. Okay. Who else do you have?
Yes, and then I have, Mr. Cheney.
Okay.
Mr. Cheney, they need to do a riff on it. They need to reach out to the complainant again to see, there's some information that came to light about the case that he may have been allowed to be there. So, that's my understanding right
It's
now.
190 days old. A week on Cheney, please. Okay. All right. Who else?
And then the next one is Mr. Harry Sanchez.
Judge, I'm sorry. Katie, how much time did you give?
1 week.
1 week?
First state to rep. Yeah. And you said Sanchez, right? Okay. I see it
And, we're gonna be signing him up for a TRAS.
today.
Yes.
Okay, sure. So I guess on that one, are you approved or do you need a
He's
medication?
approved, so we just
Okay.
need to sign him up for the TRAS.
Is he here now?
No, he's not.
Okay, if you want to set it for a particular day, we'll do whatever you want. And then they got to be back like 2 weeks to 3 weeks after that. All right. Yes, ma'am. Thanks. Hi.
I'm back again. Last name is Beugre. It's like a DWI. It's like, I don't know kind of what happened. It seems like.
So they withdrew because didn't pay. And it looked like that they were going to do the PTI route.
Okay.
It's 140 now, so we can give you, I guess, a short reset just to look for you, see what you guys want to do, and then come back.
PTI offer is
Is he
apparently,
approved or not approved?
Nathan is full.
Judge, Nathan approved.
Yes, it is approved, yes.
Okay, so basically it just needs an application and then the
Judge, the
TRS.
contract was already sent out, today, if I'm not mistaken. So
What? They're that far in the process?
The contract was sent today, Judge.
GAP and interlock list.
Okay, so he's done the TRS?
I'm assuming
Obviously,
so.
right? Because there's something, all right, come up. I didn't realize they were that in the home stretch. Okay, so here's the deal. You're basically in the home stretch of this thing anyways to enter the diversion program. Elaine is going to get the contract. She's going to need to go over it with you. You will need to do 2 more remaining things. You will need to get the interlock. You will have to pay the district attorney fee. Once you do that, you will be in the program. So it's at 140 days now. I guess we can give you, 30 days for you to get it done.
Okay. I would be out until the first week in February. Would that be okay? The 6th of February?
You're really going to be on all of January?
Yes. I'm coming back the last week of January, the first 2 days, but then I'm taking a COE the last part of January. So we can try to get it in, if it's just a DAP.
Yeah, it's just, it's
If we could get that in, I guess, before the end of the year, that would be great.
yeah. How soon will it take you to pay there's a $300 fee and you have to get the interlock. How long do you think it'll take for you to do that?
You say 300?
Uh-huh.
I can pay it
Once you pay that, get proof, and do you have the interlock in your car now? Okay, you need to do both of those things to enter into the program.
The program?
The sooner you do it, the better, because she's leaving all of January, I guess.
The alternative, I don't know if there's no driving affidavit, if he doesn't have, I guess we need to look at the license suspension and I'll take a look at that.
Can you run
I have
this?
I have an ELR and my driver's license is not suspended.
Okay.
What are you saying?
The driver's license is not suspended,
Okay,
so
so
he would have to get the
And,
interlock.
Your Honor, I have an email saying that he was approved for a portable due to him operating a work company vehicle. So I believe a portable is what has been
Things
offered
are good.
by Brenda, is what she said in an email.
Got it. Okay, so let's do this. Do you think you can pay the DA fee and get the interlock done within the next 2 weeks?
Next week?
2 weeks.
I'm sure about the fee, but for the interlock, I don't know how much I'm supposed to pay for.
Ms. Elena can get with you to let you know how to do that. All of that is in the contract.
In the contract.
Have information on all the various things, and they can tell you how to get that. stuff.
Right. So why don't we do this? Why don't we set it, I guess maybe like, you wanna do that?
I don't have a problem with what that.
Okay, so we'll set you off for the 30th. Okay, you're gonna need to get together with Miss Elena quick so that you guys can get on the same page. The most difficult thing will be for you to get the interlock, but you need to make the appointment as soon as possible because they're really busy. Don't wait till the day before court. Call today, tomorrow, or the next day to make the appointment. When you get that, pay also the DA fee, and then you're in the program. Okay, the idea is to do that before she goes because she's gonna be gone for a long time, and it makes no sense for you to wait all that time when you can be working toward the goal.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Elena. Hi, Mac.
Judge, how are
What's
you?
up? How are you?
I'm okay, just ready for the holidays. It seems like this week is always the worst week, right? Rushing to get.
It's the next week, yeah.
I'm approaching on Kathleen Wynn, Nguyen.
Okay. Tell me.
Oh, Judge, so defense and I have spoken already. We're just asking that we roll it till Thursday, or just, maybe even just tomorrow, just a little bit.
You don't have the videos.
No, I do have the, I do have
the.
yeah, I do have the videos, Judge. It was set for an eval. I'm just not finished watching everything.
I'm okay with that. You went to Thursday?
Thursday would be perfect.
And the rest
sure.
of the week is already at like 100 cases a day because it's a holiday next week. We could put it on for Monday or Thursday.
Okay, I guess Monday. But at that time, we need to know, do you know,
Get out, Judge. I just want to be thorough and make sure I finish watching everything before we.
And Judge, if it's up for Monday, which I'm fine with, would there be any way that I could appear on Zoom? Or would you?
I'm not gonna be here that Monday.
Oh, okay, that's it. All right, well.
Not here that Monday.
Resend it there. So which one is it?
Say it again?
Well, I'm just trying to avoid coming in that week because all my kids are home and but
I normally would say yes, but if, like, that Thursday, I'll be here. You wanna do that Thursday?
I would love to do that Thursday.
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah.
Sure.
Done.
Can you zoom in?
No, my kids aren't out of school until Monday, so
Oh, okay.
technically half day Friday. All the.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring all my kids here too, so.
Wait, are you saying
I'm here,
this
Mac.
Thursday or next Thursday?
This Thursday.
I think she.
Oh,
Next Thursday.
Oh, next Thursday? All right, that's even worse. Let's just do Monday. I'll make it work.
Okay.
I'll just bring all my kids in. They can.
I'm not here. I can't Zoom that Monday though. You sure?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just have the same journal. I'm just kidding. I'll figure something out.
Bring 'em.
Like I see neighbors get sometimes.
See?
So I
Really?
See,
We're happy to host them.
some Court Acres kids going around. I think it's normal.
It's not a problem. We'll just put them in the holdover. You know?
Thanks, sir.
Of course, man. Hey,
If I'm reapproaching on Mr. Cheney, I just realized next week is the holiday season, is of Christmas. So I know I'm covering for Carrington Turner today.
sure.
I'm gonna be out and she's gonna be out. So is there any way we can push it to the 30th? Or even this Friday?
What are we doing again?
You're trying to reach the complainant in this case.
Yes, Judge.
I mean, can you Zoom? Or can she Zoom?
She's saying no.
But on that day, it's plea or trial. I'll give you to the 30th, but it's plea or trial on the day. It's over, I mean, it's over 200 days, man.
Okay, I
You know what I
understand.
mean? I've got to say when. So I'll give you to the 30th,
Okay.
but it's plea or trial on that day.
Okay.
Yeah, but just impressive on him. And that's why it scares me if he's. Okay. Here's it. Or. All right, thank you, Judge. Okay, thanks, Ricardo. Wow, that's number. In the box.
Okay, so then. They want to get the other side, came back.
Okay, come up, Mr. Valderas. Have you played Monopoly before?
No, sir.
You've never played Monopoly before?
No, sir.
In the game of Monopoly, you get a get out of jail free card. This is it. Not gonna happen again. You failed to give a sample the last time when you were supposed to. It's not gonna happen again. If you fail to live up to your side of the bond conditions, your bond will be revoked, you will go into jail. That's it. Do you understand? I'm not gonna play this game with you. We have expectations in this court, and you are to live up to these expectations, and when you don't, actions have consequences, and that consequence is a revocation of that bond and straight to jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm happy that you tested negative now, but if you're called upon to test and you fail to test, that's it. Understand? Okay. All right, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. Gabriel McKay, I will prosecute from this court.
Wow. That's number one.
Number, Great Scott.
I hold on a second. We're talking 70s here. I mean, but I don't want to. I think, I want to say he was the number one judge in here, and that was, let me see, hold on a second, I'll tell you.
He played bagpipes. He was in organization.
Neil McKay, he was in 1973 in August was the first time he sat on the bench, and he retired in 86, in December of 86. So yeah.
In the mid-70s.
Wow.
Yeah. Great man.
Yeah, never met him. But,
All right, just
all
thank
right,
you so
guys.
much for your consideration. I mean, I'm trying to.
Just impress upon him.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
See.
please, you're free to go.
Continue supervision, Judge.
Please.
Major violation, you're so.
Who?
Thank you so much.
And Judge, we're still waiting on Mr. Thomas.